Baby, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep this message short and sweet like I always do. So here we go. You have to be selfish when it comes to protecting your mental and emotional wellness. If you feel like at the end of 2025 that being selfish still is a negative trait, that is still a negative characteristic, then I challenge you with this. Who taught you or told you that being selfish is bad? Was it as a child and your parents admonished you? Was it a teacher? Was it a counselor? Was it a religious institution? Was it another authoritative figure that wanted to control your natural instincts of self-preservation? And they wanted to control that by telling you stop being selfish, or put that back, you being selfish, or think about the other people, you being selfish. Think about that. 9 times out of 10, it's a thought pattern that you developed when you were younger because someone stomped out of you that natural instinct to take care of self first at a very young age. And over years and years of conditioning, you've believed through any of the mediums I first mentioned that you must put everyone before you. And let's say that you do that. Let's think about what that gets you. What most likely is to occur when you consistently put other people's needs before yourself or before your own needs? You could suffer from depression because you could feel like overly sad to the point that it's debilitating and hopeless because you keep giving out, but you're not receiving back in return. So that could lead to depression. You could experience anxiety because you were overly consumed with pleasing other people to the point that you can't function regularly on a day-to-day basis because you're either overthinking or second-guessing yourself or stressing about displeasing other people. Physically, you could suffer. You could develop migraines, ulcers. The stress from putting people before yourself could make your hair fall out. You could lose weight. You could gain weight. You could become dependent on an unhealthy vice in order to cope or calm your nerves from the stress and the pressure of pleasing other people. So if all of those things, and I only mentioned a few, but if all of those things are things that can be developed simply by consistently putting other people's needs before yours, why continue to do that? Why not choose to be selfish in its most simple form, which means putting your needs before others? Now, we're not talking about being greedy or being unkind. We're simply talking about putting your needs before others. If you're tired, even after you said you'll go attend a particular event, cancel. You need to get your rest. If you're down to your last $50 and someone asks you for $20 to buy cigarettes or to do something else that's not a necessity, tell them no. You don't have to tell them you don't have it, because you do have it. Just tell them no without an explanation. If someone asks you to stay late at work and you don't want to, you don't have to have an excuse. You just don't want to. You've served your time. You've did your work, completed your hours. Tell them no. I don't care what sob story they give you. You have to get to a point where you are comfortable with being selfish. Because when you don't maneuver that way, people can and will definitely take advantage of you. And you will always, always, always suffer in the end. Your mental and emotional wellness, the health of your mental and emotional wellness, solely depends on your ability to be selfish. Most people who are experiencing depression and or anxiety are always putting other people's needs before themselves. And notice I said always, not sometimes, not on special occasions, but they're always putting other people's needs before themselves. How can you navigate your day-to-day life when you're not taking the appropriate amount of time to tune in, tap in, and turn on what you need? Be tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to the things that harm you. Be tuned in, tapped in, turned on to you're not getting enough rest. You're not drinking enough water. You don't have enough balance in your life. Amen? How can you successfully navigate this existence if you're not tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to the things that you need, the things that you require to be your best self? We're quickly approaching 2026, and some of us are still thinking that we are being holy, that we are being a great human, that we are being our best selves by putting other people's needs before ourselves, by going hungry, by going without, by doing things that we really want to say no to because we want a group of people to like us. Stop that. You are in so much more control than you think of creating a beautiful, beautiful life for yourself, of keeping a balance mentally and emotionally. But society wants you to think that those things are out of your control. And I'm here to tell you that one of the easiest, quickest, and not expensive ways to start to take control of your mental and emotional wellness is to decide to be selfish. Be selfish. Think about you first. Think about your needs first. Again, we're not talking about being greedy or unkind. We're simply talking about making sure that mentally and emotionally you are together and whole and balanced before you try to help someone else. An easy way to remember this theory is to remember the airplane instructions that say, if the oxygen mask dropped from the ceiling, put the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth first, and then help your neighbor. If that theory or practice is good for an emergency on an airplane, how much more effective can it be when you're talking about preserving your mental and emotional wellness? If you like this video and you're interested in learning more about alternative ways to take care of your mental and emotional wellness, or how to become a master over yourself, or how to heal from past trauma, or if you just like food, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, share, because I got a lot of lives to save, and I'm going to do it video by video, short by short, and drop these quick little nuggets to get your gears turning and to get you to at least be exposed to a different perspective when it comes to the value of your mental and emotional wellness. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for stopping by. If you're new, welcome. And subscribe, because we're going up. We got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of evolution to bring about, and it's all going to start right here on this channel. So I'll see you in the next video.